guys, Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music. We got another episode of Guitar Tours going on, and I have the pleasure and honor, both, to be hanging out with Rhett Shull. What's up, dude? That's what we say in California.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I think I've been there once or twice. Thanks for coming, man. This is awesome.
No, thank you again. And that was a nice little tasty jam.
Thanks, man.
Sounded great.
Thank you.
You're a professional guitar player, musician, and you started getting into the YouTube thing.
Yeah, about a year and a half ago, I started YouTube after actually a good friend of mine, Rick Beato, started YouTube about 2 years before I did. I was kind of coming into a season where I was coming off the road. I'd been touring a bunch for 2 or 3 years before that, and that gig sort of ended, and I decided I really wanted to get into making videos and talking about guitar stuff, and so here we are.
And if you guys haven't followed Rhett yet, please check out his channel. One of the series that you're doing are these like tour vlogs.
Yeah, I call them backstage journals, and it's just when I'm on the road, I take my camera with me and shoot and vlog the whole thing.
Let's name the two artists that you're playing with.
So I play for 2 different artists, Noah Guthrie in Good Trouble. His second record, The Valley, we actually recorded in this basement before it was fully finished. It was like open walls and everything in here. So we recorded that. And then the other artist I play for is Jessie Wilson. Her first record just came out and produced by Pat Carney from the Black Keys. And total, both artists are fun to play with because it's total like guitar driven all day.
So anyway, this is called Guitar Tours.
Yeah.
And so we're going through, gear, a cool story behind it, or just, the stuff you love to use.
Yeah, man.
And so right now, by the way, thank you for letting me play this as one of your mains.
Yes,
and
these two.
And then this one. So let's just go right into it. What do we have here?
So this is my Novo Saris J. This one, I guess I would say I'm most known for playing at this point is this guitar. This is Dennis Fano.
Okay.
This is his company. They're based out of Nashville, Tennessee, Novo Guitars. And I bought this guitar from a local shop here in Atlanta called Righteous Guitars about 2.5 years ago when I was with my old touring band, Muddy Magnolias. And most expensive guitar I ever bought. I sold 2 guitars, maxed out a credit card, blew out my savings to buy this thing. And it's the best purchase I've ever made. This is the best guitar I own by far and away. It's a crazy pink sparkle loaded with P90s. These are Amalfitano P90s.
Okay.
I don't know that you can get anymore.
All right.
This thing is a total workhorse. It's been with me on every gig I've played since I've owned it. And it doesn't get babied. You can't tell because of the relic job, but I've beat the crap out of this guitar.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of it.
All right, so we've been talking about it, but we definitely want to hear it. Yeah, if you just want to go through some different sounds that you naturally use, the pickup configuration, everything. I mean, I get to sit here and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, those P90s.
These are the best pickups.
Nice.
Like straight up. If I could have one guitar for everything, it would be a P90 guitar.
How do you describe the difference between a P90 and a humbucker?
They sit perfectly between, you have single coils on this end and humbuckers on this end. A P90 sits right in the middle. So you can do single coil type stuff. Like if I go to the bridge pickup here, I can get kind of a telly sound. Or you can go more humbucker sound if you dig in a little harder, maybe kick on a boost pedal. That's kind of a PAF sort of sound.
Yeah.
Same thing with like the bridge pickup, or the neck pickup, sorry. You can get more, if you pick a little closer to the neck, you can get. And then if you pick back here, you can get kind of strat, neck pickup vibes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Do you do single coil stuff? Like
I do, yeah. I have another Novo, which is basically kind of a Tele configuration. So it's a Tele bridge, but it has a P90 in the neck instead of a Tele neck pickup. And that's another really useful utilitarian guitar, but this is my number one.
Beautiful. All right, dude. Thank you for showing us that one. Let's move on to another tasty morsel. Oh, please.
Let's switch. Yeah.
Please.
So this is my other number one. This is a 2010 ES335. This is Memphis made. They're no longer made in Memphis. They've moved the 335 production to Nashville now. This guitar has the most sentimental value to me because when I graduated music school in 2011, my dad surprised me. He told me we had to like drive to Chattanooga to pick up a truck for work, which is weird because he like works in an office building. And so we like got up early in the morning and ended up driving all the way to Nashville from here in Atlanta. And I had always wanted a 335. These were like my dream guitars. And so we went to Nashville, went to Gruen, went to Carter Vintage, went to Corner Music, played basically every 335 in the city of Nashville. And I found this one actually at Guitar Center. It's been with me like ever since. And every major gig or major sort of opportunity or anything I've played since owning this guitar, which is basically since I started playing professionally, this guitar has been with me.
Beautiful. It's my favorite guitar too. So
Yeah.
Did you do any modding at all?
Yeah. So most recently, I actually swapped the pickups out. So these are Echo Park Goldie PAFs. So these are like the Dwayne Allman spec that Gabriel at Echo Park wines. And it just took this guitar to another level. It had 57 classics in it before, which were like the stock Gibson PAFs. And they sounded good. But these really opened this guitar up, especially like the neck pickup. This kind of... Like that to me, a neck pickup on a 335 is like one of my favorite tones ever.
Yeah. And you're our now mutual friend, Rick Beato. We're just talking about that hollow body with the neck pickup, that throaty, it's a very specific tone.
Yeah. Hollow bodies or semi-hollows like a 335 give a sort of like low-mid resonance and warmth that solid body guitars like that or Les Paul or whatever tend to have a little bit more mid-focus and punch and a little more bite, whereas this is a little warmer, a little looser, more resonant because it's, a bigger guitar and there's, open space in here.
Yeah.
So this is another one of those guitars that if you could only have one guitar to do everything, it would be a 335.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, that's my opinion too.
Yeah.
All right, talk is cheap. Let's listen. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, man.
That's real nice.
So I don't play acoustic very much, but I wanted to kind of show this guitar because this is really interesting. It's a Bourgeois Slope D. Basically, it's a Gibson J45, so it's a slope-shouldered dreadnought. And I bought this from a collector in Maine for a very, very good deal. So good, in fact, that the guy I bought this from will send me an email like once a year trying to buy the guitar back.
Really?
For like more than what I paid for it. But I don't want to let it go. So it has what's called a bear claw Sitka top on it, which you can see like the sort of, I guess, striations in the wood. They call it bear claw Sitka. But what's cool about this thing is it's part of the Sonic Sitka project, which is this thing, as far as I understand it, they took a single log of bear claw Sitka and planed it into a bunch of blanks for guitar tops and sent them out to a bunch of different guitar builders. And the idea being that they would build their best guitars out of these tops, and then over the years, the Sonic Sitka project would gather the guitars together and like measure them and record them to try and quantify how a guitar ages over time and how the tone changes. And so I haven't actually done that yet. I'm gonna try and get it done this year and get it like involved with the project, but this is just a super cool guitar in the back on it.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
So you're getting sciencey.
Yeah, which I'm a big science nerd.
Nice.
Like, all the other YouTube channels and stuff that I watch outside of music are like science channels. So this is right up my alley. I think this body shape, the J45, is another great, like, all around. You want one guitar to do a little bit of everything because it can hold up to like heavy strumming without overpowering the guitar, and then you can sort of more like an OM finger style thing. Holds up the fingerstyle stuff really well too.
Yeah, that had a really nice tone to it.
Yeah.
And speaking of, can we hear more tone?
Yeah.
I mean, just play it, baby. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I like that bear claw. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, there's better examples of bear claw than this. Like, I've seen tops that are like almost like flame maple.
Nice.
But I'm not a huge fan of like super flamey quilty guitars. I think a little too flashy.
It's a little too ornate.
Yeah. This guitar is I wouldn't necessarily call it a working man's guitar because it was
pretty
expensive.
Darn nice, yeah.
But I do tour with this thing. I take it out on the road. Like, all the guitars that I own, I use. I'm not a collector. I'm not somebody that like buys something to sit on it or is too precious to play.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything I take on the road, with the exception of the 335. I'm starting to get more selective about where I take that guitar because it has so much sentimental value to me. It's like irreplaceable.
Beautiful, man. Well, it's guitar tours, so let's
get another
keep
guitar
the tour going.
All right.
So I'm still sparkly.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I need a little sparkle in my life.
We all do.
Yeah. But so we got another beautiful looking Gibson.
Yeah, so this is my newest guitar, and this kind of has an interesting story as well. Gibson actually gave this to me a few weeks ago.
What?
Last year, I made a video on my channel basically bashing Gibson.
Okay.
The old Gibson
That was the WTF?
Yeah, the WTF Gibson. Perhaps some of you have seen it. I didn't actually intend for that video to do what it's done, but basically the idea behind it was last year they put out the 2019 Les Paul Standard, and it had the push-pull pots and the dip switches, and you could make it sound like a Strat or a Tele. And I just thought it was the wrong guitar at the wrong time for Gibson. And then not long after that, they filed bankruptcy. And I guess back in May, they finally announced their like new lineup of guitars, like the traditional collection, the modern collection. And so I put up a follow-up video when I was in Nashville, basically praising them, saying, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to your consumers and your players about what we want. And that day I put the video up, somebody from Gibson reached out to me, and I got to go on a tour of the factory, and then they gave me this guitar as like a thank you for, I guess, making the videos and stuff. So I've actually been playing it a lot recently on gigs. This is actually a really good Les Paul. I wasn't sure about it, but I actually really dig this thing. And I had a Les Paul before. I had a 2001 custom that I sold to buy that guitar. And hadn't had one since, but this one is really good. It's totally stock. It's good weight too. Like,
yeah,
it's
that's always been a problem for me. It's the pain in my neck.
Yeah, that's the thing about Les Pauls, man. Like, there are really good Les Pauls and there are really bad Les Pauls, and I think if you can find one that's in like the 8 to 9.5 pound range, you're usually pretty good. And this one I think is like high 8.8 or whatever.
Any like chambering?
No. So this is like their new 50s standard. So it's like all solid, no push-pull pots, thank God, no dip switches. It's just a straight up Les Paul. So it's solid, 2 PAFs, a 3-way toggle.
Love to hear that one.
Yeah, man.
And I'm curious how much different it sounds than your 335.
Quite a bit, actually. It's a Les Paul.
Man.
Sounds like a Les Paul.
Yeah. Do you mostly go in the bridge position?
I do, because sometimes Les Paul neck pickups can get a little muddy.
Yeah.
But this one's actually not that bad. With some overdrive, it's, I don't usually do that on a gig, because unless I'm in a situation like more of an ambient type tone, so something like this, like a... I want that sort of warmer, rounder sound that the neck pickup will give you in that kind of situation.
What
But
about the middle position? What do you do with that?
I actually don't
roll-
use...
Yeah, you don't do it.
Well, on the Les Paul, not so much. It's good for like the, Again, a Les Paul is another one of those guitars that are incredibly versatile. You can do a lot with them.
Yeah.
If you had to take one guitar in a gig, this would do that for you.
Did you get to choose which flame?
No, I actually didn't know they were going to do that. It was kind of a surprise.
Very nice.
It was unbelievably generous of them. I've really enjoyed playing it and owning it.
Rhett, it's been very nice hanging out with you. I feel really lucky that this is actually my job.
Dude, I just want to say it's been an honor to have you here.
Thank
because
you.
I have been watching you for...
Before I had gray hair?
Well, before I was playing guitar professionally or anything like
Yeah.
that. Like when I was a kid, I was
Thanks,
watching
man.
you.
I
So it's really
appreciate it.
cool.
Well, I'm so impressed with your whole thing.
Thanks,
I
man.
gotta tell you, I genuinely am impressed. So you got Rhett Shull. You guys, Rhett Shull is the YouTube channel, and then he's also got rhettshull.com.
Mm-hmm.
Check out his channel, man. If you're watching me, you're gonna love his channel. So
Yeah.
check it out. And can we get one more jam in?
Yeah, man.